long-awaited review on the Benchmade Model 62. So, first of all, I guess I'll basically start from blade down. Most people do latch up, but I think I'll start from blade down. We have a Weehawk style blade on this, a crowned Weehawk style blade, which crowned means it's rounded off right here, so it makes it a lot easier on your fingers for flipping, so that your fingers don't get sore. Next we have the Zen pins, which are, these are the Zen cups right here, the two little rivets, sorry, there's a piece of hair or something. These two little rivets right here, those are the Zen cups, and then the actual pin is that pin right there. That's the one of the Zen pins, and then I'll show you the next one right there. And instead of using tang pins, like the Chimera, which I will do a comparison on in a second, it uses the Zen pins, which last a lot longer. But with this knife, I have to say, not so much. So, like the tang pins on my Chimera, I think have done a better job than this knife, than the Zen pins on this knife, simply because these pins are pretty worn down from really not too much flipping. I mean, I really haven't flipped this too much. I've just, you know, I have showed it in a couple of flipping videos and flipped it a little. Other than that, and you know, the first couple days I got it, this is all I was flipping. But even like the first half week I got it, this is all I was flipping. So, but I mean, I have a lot of knowledge of the knife to do a review on it. And as you can see, this knife comes with about like that much space in between the handles. It's kind of hard to do because my hands are kind of shaky. But right about there, and it is just worn down a lot. In the open position, it's not as bad, but this definitely really did come with a healthy spacing in between the handles, and it has worn down fairly a lot. I mean, you know, this is still a semi-healthy spacing, but it's just, you know, these Zen pins are just, I think, are personally kind of crummy. So the latch doesn't lock up in the open and closed position, so it will not lock because of that. Next we have, and also the blade is made out of D2. So next we have the handles, which are made out of stainless steel. So we have these stainless steel handles, which makes it a lot heavier than like the 42, because the 42 is made out of titanium. So yeah, and also the 42 also is a channel style Balisong, where what it is it's cast titanium. It's not milled through like the 62, and it basically just has these walls going up here into like right there, which I think looks a lot better than the channel. Than the sandwich. I think that the sandwich style just kind of doesn't look as good. But plus, that would have added a lot of weight to this knife, so I'm glad that they didn't do the sandwich style on this. Also, stainless steel does come with a more polished finish, which the 42 had more like of a brushed look, as Calvin Nation mentioned, where it just looked like someone took a wire brush and just basically went like that on handles, which I thought looked really cool. And hang on, the dumb dog jumped up on the table here. But yeah, so let me keep doing the review. I'm not sure what I was, okay, I was on the brushed look. So this has more of a polished look. Like I said, the 42 is more of a brushed look, which I think looks a lot better. You know, because titanium is a lot harder to get this polished look out of. And yeah, so personally, I think that they should have made the handles out of aluminum on this knife and put big heavy spacers in the back to give it a good balance and get some weight, and to get some weight in the back of these handles, so it's better for flipping. So, but instead they did stainless steel handles with small spacers in the back. They're like the exact size, same size as the 51, I believe. So I think that the 51 came with titanium spacers. But I didn't have enough momentum there to cut myself. But this thing is pretty sharp too. Definitely not the sharpest knife that I've had. Definitely not the sharpest Balisong either. My 51 probably came sharper than this, but all in all, I think that the Chimera was just the sharpest knife I've ever had, so which I'll compare to in a second. But also what I think they should have done is made the handles a lot longer, because they are short handles, fairly short, compared to like a 42. They're also shorter than the 51. So longer handles would have made better flipping. You know, just my opinion and most people's opinion, but you know, instead Benchmade kind of just ignored the whole flipping community and basically just went with the absolute opposite of what they wanted, and came out with this thing. So, but you know, I think it's definitely a cool knife to have in your collection because it looks very similar to the 42. And also, I think it's a really smooth flipper. But to tell you the truth, I really like the quality of the Chimera a lot more. I think that the Chimera just has better quality, and I know that some of you might think that I'm crazy, but this thing just, it sucks. I mean, I've Loctited, you know, all of these things here. I've Loctited the pivots, and we're still getting that amount of play there, that fairly big for what it came with. It came with basically zero play, and now do that. So blade play, I'll choke up here on the handles. There is no blade play up and down or back and forth, so which is expected from Benchmade, but I expected a lot more from them, and I think that they could have done a lot better. Just my opinion. But you know, it is what it is, and at least we still got a new Balisong this year, and a new one is coming out next year that I am hoping so bad it will be titanium and channel construction. Basically, if they just bring the 42 back, I'll be really excited. But I guess we'll compare this to the Chimera now. So now I'm going to be answering probably the biggest question that I get about, you know what, basically the biggest question I do get. I really have probably 6 or 7 people asking me this question weekly. Not the same people, all different people, but you know, because I do own these two knives right here, the 51 and the 62, and they both are in production right now. Basically, the big question is, should I buy the 62 or should the 51, or should I buy the 62? And I think from both a flipping and EDC, everyday carry standpoint, the 51 just blows away the 62 in both those categories. Why is, you know, I have, and also, yeah, I do have some electrical tape and stuff on my 51 because did snap the titanium liner in there, and the latch now comes in contact with the blade, and then when I put it on the electrical tape on here, balance the knife, so I put it on here to make the weight more balanced. But yeah, so, but basically, I think that this is just such a better deal. You get better, sorry, that's the dogs you hear. You get better materials, flips better, carries better, and just, you know, everything. I think it even holds an edge better than this and doesn't rust as much, even though it's the same steel. It's the D2, so, Let me just get the dogs to quiet down or I'll come back.